Hey, girlfriend, you know who you are. You have big, big dreams. You want to write a book, stand on a TED Talk stage, be a life coach offering wisdom from your RV in Montana, a cafe in Barcelona, or a beach chair in Tulum. Your other girlfriends and your family, they don't always get your biz savvy. Why do you want to leave your JOB? Because you're a C.A.T.S, aka coach, author, thought leader, and speaker. Meet other change makers like yourself and find out how they make it happen. This is the Big Meow podcast.
All right, all you cats, it's Kristen, and I'm here with fellow entrepreneur Lisa Marree. Hi, Lisa.
Hey, Kristen. Thank you for having me today.
So Lisa's joining us from Australia. I absolutely love Australia. And I understand you were a holistic wellness practitioner for many years, and now you help other holistic practitioners and other women launch their wellness businesses. What is that like?
It's gosh, there's just so much energy behind that because I believe we all have a passion, and I believe we all have a gift. So to be able to have a guide to walk you through the steps of someone who's done all the failing forward, to be able to help those dreams come true. And when you're working in your gift, it's not work, it's just truly such a deep fulfillment, I think, is a great word to use.
So I love that, because I feel like so many of us, especially women, and I will say here in the United States, like healthcare is really a desert. There's not a lot of good, high quality healthcare for women. So we have to go and find, our own medicine, our own healing, our own solutions. And it's sometimes it can be hard to find the right person to help you on your healing journey.
Yeah, totally agree. And we're obviously fed one lot of information from the Western medicine, and I'm blessed to have both exposed to both worlds. I was exposed to metaphysics, Tai Chi, meditation when I was 14. I'm now in my 50s, so I've practiced that all the way through, and I really brought that into. I was a medical scientist in diagnostic pathology, and I had to find my own health solutions from a lot of childhood trauma, and the having pieces chopped out of my body in hormone therapy was not the solution. um, I had to do a lot of healing, and so I really went down that path. And there's so many beautiful modalities out there, and you've just got to I think taste test some to see what fits really well for you at the time, and then you'll grow, and then you'll expand into something else and beyond that.
So I love what you're saying. It's just really giving all of us permission, especially women entrepreneurs. We work really hard. We, have long hours. There's stress, that we have to also have that balance. And if we have something that's going on, we have to go and find solutions that are right for us. Be like a detective, I guess.
Yeah, exactly. And if you're open, if your level of awareness is there, and generally when you hit rock bottom, you start to tune into a lot more.
Too bad it has to go to that point, right? Like you got to totally
I
hit the bottom.
I know, but there's always lessons in that.
Right.
And the beautiful thing is there's only one way to go from there, and that's up.
That's true. That's true.
So when you start to taste test the different types, and you expand into other things, then you grow, and you really start to embody it. So I think that's the whole important thing. And it's like brushing your teeth every day, taking a shower. It actually has to be a daily practice for you to get the benefits as well, and that's also so important.
You are listening to the Big Meow podcast, empowering women entrepreneurs to share their voices, make an impact, and transform the world in a positive way. Sponsored by Orange Cat Content Marketing Agency.
So, was there a time in your business where you had a challenge, and what did you do to overcome it?
Yes.
Which one?
Which one? first of all, learning the skills of how to be a businesswoman. That's something people don't think about when they go into entrepreneurship. And you have to understand that you need coaching and mentoring. But I think, like many, COVID was actually the biggest challenge that we've all had to face. I was belly to belly, even though I had online communities and Zooms and challenges online. I didn't have an online presence beyond that, because this business was so in so much momentum. But of course, the world stopped, and that was the most refreshing thing for me, because I was still not totally fulfilled, because I saw women getting results and then they hit a road bump in their life and they would go back to how they were. So I really needed to bring in my quantum aspect of my business and start to go through those layers to help people really tune into their true self and find who they are, so they can start healing all those wounds, basically, so they do get a long-term result.
You know, we hear a lot today around like healing of our wounds, releasing trauma. I mean, how would you approach that? What would your recommendation be?
Wow. Start where
Where
you
do you
are.
start, right? I know, but I'm just saying, like, I know it's a big question, but I think sometimes people don't start because it's a big question. Like, where could you start?
Obviously connecting to communities. I mean, we know that Facebook has many different communities, and sometimes our friends and family are not the people to reach out for support. In fact, that's quite a lot of the time, because they're only going to guide you on their own belief system, which may not be in alignment with who you need to be. So I think reaching out to communities that might, when you don't know, you don't know, but when you think, oh, that might help me, then start to investigate. Always be curious. That element of curiosity is so powerful, because it just keeps opening doors for you. So just go online and start searching, and there'll be one thing that gets your attention. So just keep going down that path, and if it starts to not feel good, just pull back and just start somewhere else.
It's amazing how powerful our intuition is.
Yes, exactly. You have to listen to that little voice. That little voice has been guiding me since I was a little girl. And if I hadn't have listened, I may not be here today. And so it is such a powerful whisper, but you've got to take all the other noise out and find stillness. And a lot of people don't know how to do that. So it's also learning how to be still, how to connect with yourself, and just listen, because there's always guidance there.
Absolutely. So who do you help, and how do you help them with your business?
I help heart-centered women entrepreneurs who they're either in their startup phase or on their way to building six-figure businesses. I think that the key here is to be able to stand out confidently online, who you are, no matter what idiosyncrasies or how you look or anything like that, but to have real clarity in your message. So, you can move through that customer journey of making more sales. And I want women to be financially independent. That is such an important mission of mine, because women are the world changers. And so when we can stand in a place of power, and to have financial backing is where we really start to move the needle, because we can give more. So we make that impact. But I want women to love their business, to be so confident that they're in ease and flow and have fun and make great connections and collaborations. So that's where my heart lights up.
I love that. So what's next for you?
All of this year, because this year was my year of surrender and boy, has a lot happened. That I decided, because I've spoken on big stages before, and because I didn't really have that big online presence in my other business, I decided, right, I'm going to go on digital stages, hence here I am, and I'm going to try and connect with how I can get a book out there, and so my goal is to really get onto some big stages and make some incredible collaborations. So I love world travel, and now we can do that again. And so just to be able to connect with women, whether they're digital or online, on a massive scale, with people like you, Kristen. You help create these movements. You get messages out there, so it's such an important role of the guide and the messenger and all of these other aspects. So yeah, I see myself up there with the great thought leaders, because that's where my heart is taking me, and that's really important to me.
Well, Lisa, where can we find you?
My name is my website. So it's lisamarree.com, and there's 2 R's and 2 E's in Marree. And also I have a presence on Facebook and LinkedIn. So once again, it's my name. So Facebook is Lisa Marree 02, and my LinkedIn is Lisa Marree. So yeah, I'd love to connect with anybody who wants to reach out.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much for being a guest on the Big Meow.
Thank you. It's been great fun, and I love the ears.
Are you looking for authentic connections, business mentorship, and a supportive community? Join C.A.T.S Network. Thank you for listening to the Big Meow podcast. Please subscribe, give us a 5-star review, and share this episode with your community.